to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. Today is the letter M from the ABC April 2026 campaign, and today we're doing Mass Make Mel. I say Mass Make Mel. I'm going to do a few examples of a couple of different projects you can do with your mail. So that's what we're doing today. I thought I'd bring out this little book with the M on it, little book that I got. I think I paid 25p for it. I just love it. I may even use some of the pages at some point soon. It's sort of, I love it, but I don't want to take it apart, you know. I'm not very good at junk journaling because I buy things and I'm like, I really like that. I can make things with that. And then I don't want to take it apart because it's so lovely. But yeah, so that's what we do. We're doing Mass Make Mel. I've got two different styles of envelope. I've got these ones. For anyone in the UK, you have heard of the TV licence. Well, I opted out of the TV licence a couple of years ago because I didn't watch TV. I hadn't watched TV for about 3 years. And I opted out. But apparently you have to opt out every year. And I keep getting these letters through and saying, we're going to come and visit you. And it has the date hidden behind this window. And I just really like this window. So I've got 3 of these. So I'm going to use them. And I've got some standard ones. And the reason I've got them upside down is because I haven't taken the actual letters out yet, because I want to cut them open in a certain way and show you how to do it, how I would cut them open. Because if you're anything like me, when you open your mail, you just rip it open like this. And you end up with this lovely mess to deal with. But I'm going to cut them open to show you. So just make sure whatever your mail is, you can tend to see where the edge of it is if you hold it up to the light. And you're just cutting a sliver off the top there. Because I want the letter, the envelope, to be as complete as possible. Sliver off the top, she says. I'm trying to get too small of a sliver. What am I doing? Try again. There we go. Now she'll be able to get her hand in there. Take out whatever mail's in there. Oh, that was from TV licence too. They do like to send you fattening letters. I'm going to take a sliver out the bottom. Am I going to take a sliver out the bottom? Yeah. Because I want to be able to open it up. I just didn't want this ripped. Actually, do you know what? I'm not. I'm just going to cut it in half. I'm going to cover up that stupid scanny thing that they've got on there. And I'm just going to cover it in half. Cut it in half. Roughly in half. I want to be above the window there. And I should probably use a ruler and a knife to do this. Because if anyone knows me, I'm terrible at straight lines. That's not too bad though, I think. Let's find out. How bad is it? Let me just tuck that into there. So I don't have to keep my thumb over that silly window. Okay. How unstraight am I? Oh, I am completely unstraight. I don't think I did a good job. No, I did an awful job. Let's try and straighten that up, shall we? I'm almost, well, yeah, I've gone almost a line up, I think. Or have I? I don't know now. Or maybe I'm not as unstraight as I thought it was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and a bit. Oh, I'm not straight at the bottom here then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 3/4. Okay. Let's get you straight on that line. So yeah, I was quite off. Take it out of there because I don't want to cut through you. Not that I'm going to cut right now. I'm just because my pencil. I'll do. Let's get that straight. Now I'll cut along that line and hopefully have a straight cut off. Should probably have done it on the other side so I can actually see what I'm doing. I'm hoping this camera height is a better height so you can see more of what I'm doing. I've propped it up even higher. There we go. Get rid of that. Don't do what I do. Make your line straight in the first place. Now, I need something to go inside this. In fact, I don't even want this envelope as wide as it is. So, I think I want it to be about 1, 2, 3, 3.5 inches. Should we go to 4 inches? Let's cut it at 4 inches. How wide is it on that side? Let me tuck that back in there because it's just going to drive me mad otherwise. Oh. So it's just under an inch on that side. Okay. So if I take it lack of space because I've got the camera on the side of me. So marking it just under an inch on this side. Well, if I put that to there, haha. No. Put that line to it. I'm lining up this line here with the line on my thing. There's my inch line. There. And I'm just coming under the inch and I'm going to line that up. About right. It's about right. This is, remember, crafting. And crafting doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm going to actually cut this bit off. And this can be used elsewhere. I'm just making like mini pockets on this one. Nope. See what I mean about not being able to cut straight lines? Straight enough. It will do. It's a lot straighter than the original line, I think. Now I want to find a picture to go inside. And I'm going to be mostly using papers from a couple of YouTubers, or a YouTuber called Ink and Page. And that's their thing, Ink and Page. And that is their Etsy page, inkandpage.co/Etsy. These are freebies. And I've just printed them on normal copy paper. So I'm going to pull out some pages of theirs. I've got tons of them. I got a little bit carried away. But let's see, they do all sorts of things in there. Tags and envelopes and shapes and all sorts and backgrounds. But yeah, so I'm probably going to use quite a bit of their stuff. Pockets, words, and I want something to go in the envelope. So let's have a look what I've got. These are all quite autumny. Let's see if I'm sure I've got some more summery stuff in them on there. My printouts. What have I got? These are more summery colours, aren't they? Oh, these are not ink and page. These are stuff that I found. That is nothing to do with crafting. I don't know if these are ink and page, but I do like these ones. I think these ones are, yes, I think they'll go with that. I'm going to use one of these. I'm just going to use my ruler and tear them. She says, move you out of the way. Oh, sorry, I think I knocked the camera then. Why can't I get them to tear? Why does everyone else manage to tear things so easily and I struggle? Probably because I'm too worried about tearing it wrong. I like this book one, but I don't know if that's going to work in there. There's only a small hole. Oh, it's not actually that small. Right, I'm going to just tear out these ones for now. There we go. Tear out this one. I'm not worried about it doing too straight because it's going to be stuck on the inside anyway. There we go. Oh. I'll go for this one. And then we'll see what it looks like inside the window. So what I want to do is just hide the background of the envelope, particularly with this one when it's that silly code. So that looks really pretty in there. That does actually look really pretty in there. So I'm going to stick that down. If I open this up on the side, which I probably will do, it will make it easier for you to stick it in. So let's open it up on the side. And I'm just going to use my ruler to do that. Gently. Oh. And you know that thing I said about didn't want rough edges? I'm getting rough edges, but it doesn't matter at this point because I am going to cover it over with paper anyway. So I'm just going to get up on the side. They're not too rough. And then we're going to stick that into there. Oh, the other way up. Like so. And that looks really pretty framed in there, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Let's get my glue stick. Let's put the glue on the back of the glue stick. Let me find some rough paper to glue on top of. Not paper bag. These, as I've said before, are not very good glue sticks, but I haven't been out to buy new ones. If I open it up, like I said, then I can stick this in. Double check that's where I want it to be. Yeah, that again. Not very straight, is it? Perfect. So I've stuck that in. Now I need to just decorate the outside. And if you're worried about the edges being like that, don't worry, because what we're going to do, I'm going to cut some strips off of this. Well, tear some strips off. Let's tear strips. I seem to be able to tear easier than I can, or straighter than I can. Oh, she says. No, she can't. No, I can't. Clearly, I can't tear it. Oh, no, I was trying to tear through the envelope. That's why it went funny. That'll do. Doesn't matter about that rough edge. It's going to fold over. I'm going to cut it about there. Oh, I don't even think I need that much. Well, no, I am. I'm going to cut it to there. I'm going to cut it. I'm using the lines on the paper to guide me. Right, that strip will do for now. I just need to measure how long I need it to be. And I need it to be 4 inches, so just under 4 inches. Okay. Let's get rid of this end bit here first. If I do it the other way, it's easier to tear. So I'm holding it down. I'll line it up on my paper as well, it's easier. Or on my board even. There you go. That one. Need it just under 4 inches. Get off me. So we'll take it to there. Just under the 4 inches. Won't worry about it too much because you can trim it up with your scissors. Okay. So, if I now glue this here, I can fold it back and seal up that side. So let's do that. So put the glue on there. Oh. What you can also do is, actually before I seal that up, I'll glue it there for now, because what I want to do is strengthen up the top edge here. That's not straight. There you go. Doesn't matter if you overlap the window slightly. I'm going to use this paper for the top because it coordinates. It's a bit scrunched up because I printed it off quite a while ago. I'm going to tear you off. And I want, what did we say that was? That's just under an inch. So I want about 1.5 inches. So let's line you up. 1.5 inches because I want it to go and tuck in. There we go. And it just strengthens up that window edge as well then, or the pocket edge. And we need it to be that length. That length. There's a little bit of a white edge there, so let me get rid of that first. Ooh. go. So where am I tearing it? No measuring. I don't know why I'm measuring. Just do this. There we go. That's what I'm tearing off. I'll get our envelope again. So I didn't even need to go all the way up there, but I have. And actually it means it secures that edge there for me as well. That's pretty. So I'm gluing up to here, up to the window, and all the way along. Oh, I cut it to size and then I move it over so it's not going to fit properly. That's silly of me, isn't it? Yeah, it needs to come over a little bit. The good thing about glue stick is it does not dry straight away. There we go. I might need a bit more glue underneath there. Yes, I do. Okay, so that's stuck down. Now, because this is still open, how did I do that? Oh, ignore me. Because this is still open, I'm thinking, what's going on there? I just can fold this over, like so, giving myself a nice edge to that top. But I want to cut off this bit here. Let's fold and fold so I can see where I'm cutting off. Otherwise I'm going to end up with quite a bit of bulk on that corner. So I'm just cutting off this little rectangle here. Like so. Then we fold this down, putting the glue on the paper, not on the envelope. If you have nice inside envelopes, you can turn them inside out and actually use that as your pattern paper. But because it's had that annoying print on it, I didn't want to do that. Oh, I've left that too wide because now it's going to cover the envelope. So let me trim a bit off there. Oh, what am I on about? That goes on the outside. Ignore me. I mean, I can trim it off. I've done it, started it now, I might as well. Ignore me, I didn't need to trim this off. Didn't need to trim this off. Because that will go on the outside. And I actually don't want to glue it down yet. Do I? Well, I can glue it down. I can glue it down. Doesn't matter. Because I've done what I needed to do on the inside. There you go. So fold it over. And it's gone a little bit over at the bottom there that I didn't want it to be. So I'm going to just trim that off. There we go. Right. Now I'm going to take... Am I going to take that? Will that be wide enough? Possibly. I think I'm going to take that and cut it around. Just because I think it's really pretty. Yeah, going back to the scissors. When you know you can't cut straight. You know you can't cut straight. Let's tear this bit. Cool. Is that going to be wide enough? Just about, I think. Let's get rid of that white there so I can see. Because it's such a small bit, I'm going to put that bit under the envelope, under the ruler. Oh, I messed it up apparently. Let's have a look. Is that going to be wide enough? Only just. Okay. So I need that to be to there. Okay. This I will cut because I want to cut round them flowers, remember. I want to keep them in there. I'm not proper fussy cutting, I'm just roughly cutting. So when I put that on there, it will go like that, which means I just need a bit here at the top. And then I might as well just use some of this stripe. Possibly having it go like that. Yeah. Oh, actually, I've just realised I need to actually, I'm going to do it like this because I need it to overlap at the other side. To seal the envelope. So let's pop this on. Might as well just use that. I don't mind that rough edge there. It gives it a bit of character. So let's seal you up. Make sure it's going up to the edge of the window there, like so. Now I can seal you up. I can trim off the back. I'm not worried about covering the back because I'm planning on putting it inside. I've just got to cut off this white bit I don't need here. There we go. Stick that on there like so. I want to trim off that little bit of white there that's showing. There we go, that'll do. That'll do. And I'll just do some trimming around. And I've probably faffed way more than I needed to faff. That's too far over. I want that just buffed up. There we go. She says, just buffed up. Thank you. Need a bit more glue down there. That's not how it was supposed to look. Oh, I know why, because this needs trimming down. I'm going to just do that. There we go. Is it perfect? No. Does it look cute? Absolutely. And what I might do, I'm not so sure about that now. But there you go. It's pretty. Once it's in a pocket, it'll probably look in a journal. It'll probably look good. Let's have a look what it looks on a page. Page, any page. Where's all my pages? There we go. So you pop that on a page like that, and then you've got a pocket there. And if you only glue it bottom and two sides, you also have a pocket at the back. You can add more to this. You can make it more blingy. You can put something in the corner. You can do whatever you want to it. Let's do another one using some different papers. So I've got this more gothic-y sort of design here going on. Let's go with this, shall we? Well, let's go with this. As you can see, I didn't print them right. I think this is two different ranges. Some of these are nothing to do with them. Okay, we'll just go with what I've got here. So we're looking at like the darker colours. Which really are pretty. Right, okay, let's go for it. Let's get that out of the way a minute. Get another envelope ready to go. Let's trim it off that edge. Let's make sure it's all the way down yet. Trim off that edge. Get rid of what's inside it. Don't throw this away because we will be using it. Because you've got another pocket or belly band there. So I'll do one more of these and then we'll do I'll show you the front of this, but angling water. This time I'm going to make sure I do a straight line. So let's line them up there. Fold on there. This is going to be a bigger pocket because of where the window placement is. Cut along that line there. Actually, I probably could have cut it a little bit shorter. Let's fold that a little bit shorter because that window is not that. Yeah, about there. About there. Is that straight? No. Of course it's not. Okay. Okay. I'm doing it slightly different this time by the looks of it. Oh. See, even when I make a line, I cut it crooked. That's really crooked. Let me get my ruler. Luckily, I made it a little bit wider than I needed it to be. Line everything up. Find a line to go against. There we go. It's probably about the right width now anyway. Okay, so I can have it like that. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have that window in the middle. I was thinking about having it that way, but I'm going to have that window in the middle. This is much wider though. So if I put this one on a page, is it going to be too wide? Let's find my pages. Which I just had and buried again. Here's a page. Is that going to be too wide on a page? Yes, it is. So I do need to trim it down. And I think I need to trim it down both sides. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the centre point of that window. Do I want it that way up? I could just put it up that way, couldn't I, and have it a deeper pocket? Because that's about the right width on that page, that way. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. So, let's... Trying to decide where to cut. Top or bottom? Let's go top. Cut that top off. Straight lines. Let's see if I can tear it. This is actually mail. I didn't get any nice mail. I just get bills. Not junk mail. Doesn't count as junk mail because it's stuff that I actually have to open and read. As much as I want it to be junk mail, it's not junk mail. She says she has to open and read it and doesn't open and read it until, later. At some point later. Okay, so there we go. We've got that window now. I am going to open up this side like I did on the other one. What am I? No, let's see if we can stick it in without opening it. Not that it matters because we're going to seal it up anyway. So I need to find something to go within that window. And see, if I had done it that way, I could still do it that way. So do it that way. Yeah, I'm going to do it that way. And the only reason is because these pictures are all that way up. So we'll do it that way. They're going to sit in there, right? Not them pictures, obviously. And I think I'm going to go for the books or the butterfly. Let's just see which one looks nicest. We'll do a couple and try them out. Because whatever I don't use on this one, I can use on another one. Have a look at the books first. Although, I think I'm going for the butterfly. And the reason being is because of the depth of the colour in the butterfly. Might even go for the potion. Oh, maybe the potion. I've done that the wrong way round to tear, haven't I? Oh, I don't know. I love them all. I love them all. This is Ink and Page. Can't remember the name of the collection, so I can't help you there. That's not worked. Let's just trim it then. It's going on the inside anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. And I know I'm losing light, and it's getting darker and darker as I go. Because I have this habit of leaving everything to the last minute. Okay, let's have a look which one looks better in the window. I'm going to fold them in half so I can I'll decide in a minute. Where's my opening? There. Right. So it's that one. Or that one. Remembering that my background papers are quite dark. Where have I put them? Oh, here. Right, okay. I think I'm going to go. I think I will go for the butterfly. Doesn't mean I won't use that bottle somewhere else. Going to go for the butterfly. I'm not going to open this one all the way up. I'm just going to struggle to glue it down instead. Let's get the glue on. I'm just making mess everywhere. Let's move some of the mess. See with this, you've got quite nice blue there. You could turn this inside out and have that as a background. So, I really like this here. So I want to keep that. Oh, hang on. I forgot. I was gluing this in. Give me a brain, I'll be dangerous. So that's going to be the opening. So that's going to go in like that. Cool. And as you see, I didn't even bother trimming it all the way around it because we're not going to see it on. But do get the glue to the edges, because once you put things in that pocket, you don't want it ripping into the design and taking it off. So let's open that up as best I can, like so. We'll pop that in towards the bottom. Hopefully that's it. Yeah, let's mush that down. I would have liked that slightly over. If I can move it still. No, I'm not going to bother. It's fine. It's fine where it is. It's not exactly where I would put it, but it's fine where it is. Now let's get back to this. Well, the bit I started doing before I needed to do it. So we turn off the white. I'm going to pick a wideish strip. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get some more. Some of this red one. I think I'll do this one wider. And I think I'll take it from that side. Take off the white strip. And I need it to be quite wide because it's going down here. So if I cut it to, let's take it all the way to here. All the way to here. Let's make sure it's straight. Or almost straight at least. Okay. I'm going to cut off. Oh, I don't know if I don't use. We'll see. I'm going to cut up some of these ones as well. I'm going to take these two at the edge, just because they're half. They're not a full thing. So, but they might work really well for patching up this envelope. Itty nose. And I'll bring the green and the pink in. From the butterfly. I mean, look, these are all designed to coordinate together, so fingers crossed they do. Right, so if I go with that, what was I doing? Right, okay, so yeah. So I'll put the green that side. I want that in it. I'll put that across the top, like so. That down, and I think I want that corner there. I think I want that flower on it. Or do I? Actually, you know, if I go with that, then I can cut out some of the other pictures, can't I? If I go like that and that, right on that, and then whatever's left over there, I can put it down the bottom here. Yeah, good with that. Good with that. Right, one needs sealing up. That one needs sealing up. This one needs folding over. So if I do this first and then fold over, yes. Let's get rid of the white. Not make the same mistake as before. There we go. Get rid of the white on that end as well. There we go. Right, so I need the top folded over. So let's cut you to size. Line you up. Ooh, stay there, glue. Line you up with there. Good. And glue you down. Oh, do I want you that way up? Yes, I do, because I want to bring that green into the front. Cool. Is that going to be too wide if I glue you down? I think you might be. Yeah, I think I need to trim a bit off of there. I think the width of the ruler will be enough for what I need. Remember, don't get rid of these bits that you take off because they can be used elsewhere. I really should have done it the other way. Okay. Right. Glue, 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 glue. Glug, 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 glug. I don't know what to talk about. Ignore me. Right, got to get on there. Oh, it's going here. Have I cut that wrong side? Wait, maybe. Yeah, I have. This is the top of the opening, not the other way. Fine. Where's my scissors? Fold it down. Like so. There we go. Right, yes, I've cut that skew if over there, but it's fine because, remember, I'm putting this on. And it really is going to come all the way to that edge. That's not an opening. I don't need to cut it to size. Well, I do need to cut it to size, but not in the same way. Get my scissors. Actually, I'm wondering if I should just use one of them. I'm going to use that. Instead of this, I'm going to use that. Just because I think it coordinates better. Well, that wasn't straight. There we go. Bring that up to there. Perfect. And then I'll glue that down. And I can trim off the excess or fold it round. Doesn't really matter on this one. I want to bring that up to the edge. Coming over the bit that I missed. Oh. No, you need to go up higher. Let's line you up here. There we go. Like I said, it doesn't matter if it overlaps the window slightly. I'm going to just fold that over. I don't know if that's going to stick, but let's just fold it over. Big glue. There you go. Awesome. So now I've just got to do down there and across the bottom. Do I put that in there? Yeah, I'm going to put that in there because if I don't do that, I'm going to have it a bit short. Put this in here. We forgot. Let's do the green. Let's do the green. I want the green there. Yeah. Yeah. And this one does need to be a bit bigger because it needs to seal off the side, and that's perfect. That's why I cut it this width in the first place. I do want that there. What I might do is just, oh, there's an idea. Right. I do need to get off a little bit of white at the bottom, so I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to bring this like this. Then I've got that bit of green to go there. Perfection. Yes. So I'm lining it up with the edge of that one, so they meet. Fold you round. I will trim that off at the bottom in a minute. Then this goes down here. But I do want that bit of pink in. Do I want the, yeah, put a bit of pink in there. Oh, I like that. And roll it that way up. That bit of pink in there. Perfect. Oops. Try not to go onto the window. Too much anyway. There we go. And then the green down there. Yeah. Perfection. I'm going to go all the way around with it. Wrap it around. Remember this time we're using this to seal off that side. Drill off this bottom. Just checking that wasn't an open side to panic then. There we go, that looks awesome. But what I can now do is pick one of these images from here. And I'm thinking the butterfly to go with the butterfly that's in the pocket. Or that. Let's go for this butterfly here just because it's easier to get to. Okay. Oh, don't knock the camera. I think I knocked the camera. The good thing with these prints is she has left you like a beigey border, so you don't have to worry about getting too close and getting it perfect. And if you want to ink it, you can ink it. I'm not going to bother. Just as long as I'm cutting away the white, that's all that matters. Because the white will really stand out like a... I can't say what I was going to say because it's rude. Because I am common. And I say... saw something, something, fly, something. Yeah. Something like them lines. Like blue, something, fly. Don't want it to stand out like a blue something fly. If I put that on there like that, yes, perfect. I think that looks perfect. I could add more, but I don't think it needs it. I honestly don't think it needs it. I think sometimes people make them a little bit too busy. Let's do that down like that. How pretty is that? So I've made that one. And I made that one. Pretty much the same method. I've just sealed them up differently and cut them differently, but they're the same envelope or similar envelopes. Right, let's see how that one will look like on a journal page. So that would sit on the journal page like that. I just got to trim that there, it's sticking up a bit. There we go. So that'll sit on the journal page like that. And then you can put, just do it with this. You can put your whatever in there. You can leave it, like I said, open at the back and have it as double pocket. You could have it on the side pocket with this one, but it being so deep. So you could have a pocket there. However you want it to put it in. But there you go. These are really easy. I take forever because I waffle on and I'm not very good at this. I'm learning. But they could be a lot quicker. I am noticing that. Even with the picture behind it, the thingy is showing through, but I think when it's down on a piece of paper, it's fine. Yeah. I would possibly put thicker paper on when you've got something so in your face behind that, because you can still see the scanny code thing. But yeah, I'm happy with those. I am going to do something else. I'm just going to tidy up and possibly switch my light on because I can see it's getting darker and darker. And I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and now I'm going to work on these. I think they'll make fantastic belly band pockets and hidden journaling spaces. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to just trim them up first of all and get them to how I want. So I want basically roughly the same size each side. Roughly the same size. Yes. It does mean I'm going to probably lose this plasticky bit because it is what it is. It is what it is. Where have I put my ruler? There it is. I buried it when I was tidying up. Not that I really tidied up much, but I tidied up a bit. I am going to use scissors for this, I think, because I'm going to be tearing into the plastic. But I'm using that ruler to go all the way to that edge of that envelope, that window there. Pencil. Good. And that size there is just over 1/2 inch. So we do the same over here. Just over 1/2 inch. About there. Do it again. marking it there. Just over 1/2 inch. Think about that. I think that's about right. It doesn't have to be perfect because we don't do perfect in my world, do we? No, we don't. Hopefully the lighting is good. It really had started to fade, so I don't know how good it was on the last part of the video. It might have completely faded. We are left with this bottom that can also be used. So I can tear this one. I can tear this one. I'm just worried about the window part tearing. So let's go. Oh, lining you up. There we go. Let's go. I've got a total of 3 of these envelopes at the moment. So there you go. You've still got a really good strip there that can also still be used as a pocket belly band. But I want this one. I'm going to try tearing it. Just because it's so much easier to tear rather than cut. And I do suspect I might struggle once I get to the window. Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. There we go. Okay, cool. That's perfect. I'm going to do the same on this one. I'm going to tear along that window. I'm lining the ruler up with the edge of that window. Oh, I've got paper in there. I don't need to tear through, so I don't need to tear more layers than I need to tear. There we go. I only put it in there to hide that silly code, because again, TV license, I don't know why they need to put that code there. It's so you scan it and go to their website, I guess. Oh, I've caught the corner there. It's fine though. Right. And this one is again just over 1/2 inch. So let's mark it. Is that one line over 1/2 inch? I think they call that 1/8 of an inch. Or is it a 16th? I don't know. 1/16 of an inch, yeah. And then we'll line them two up. Like so. I'm not even going to draw the line this time. And we turn. Okay, so let me just check on a piece of paper how this is going to fit. I want to make sure it's going to fit. This is going to be a bit big. So I think I am going to have to shorten it at both ends. But that's fine. So we get rid of, just means it's going to be completely open. Didn't want that, but hey ho. We get rid of, yeah. That much. That's shortened enough? No. A little bit, rid of a bit at the bottom as well. We get rid of about a centimetre. I confuse you by going from inches to centimetres. Oh no, it's half an inch, sorry. Get rid of 1/2 inch. So I've completely opened that now, which is not necessarily what I wanted to do. But I had to do it to get it to be the right length. And that is actually perfect length on the page. Cool. Okay. But it actually does make life a lot easier. because now I can find something to go on the inside and play about with it and make it fit. So if I wanted that on the inside, you see how much is seen under the window. Don't like it. So it doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. So let's have a look what else I've got. I could put something like that in the middle and have it. I like it better. But do I like it enough? I don't know. Like that. So I like the key. That looks lovely. Obviously, I'm going to have to do 2 halves anyway because the key's not long enough. I haven't got any really long. Have I got any long ones? Oh, I've got this. How does that look? Oh, that could look really pretty, couldn't it? I have noticed though, and that's something I didn't notice before, is it has that orange stripe on there. Do I mind? No. So this is, the British Museum. If you go on to the British Museum website, they have printables, which are really awesome. And that's where this has come from. Should I go for that? Put it that way up. Yeah, I'm going to go for that. Going to go for that. So, well, it just go there. Should be enough. Cool. And then that'll go in the middle here. Down a little bit. I'm going to trim off that edge. Trim off the top. Get rid of them little bits that I don't need. Let's see how that looks through them now. Yeah. Cool. I'm just making sure that I line it up on this paper the right place. Yeah, that looks about right. So I'm leaving roughly the same at the bottom and top. That's fine. Glue. Glue that I buried. Here we go. I mean, I could put lace in there. It's an option. But then it will make it hard to actually... Did I print this onto tea-stained paper? Or did I print on both sides? Oh, I printed on both sides. I was wondering why it was coloured on that side. Centralise this. Centralise it-ish. Hopefully that's in the right place. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, cool. Right, now, this is where I'm now looking at what I've got that will work with it. I've got this, yep, I'm happy with that. So I've got, it's oh, I quite like it that way actually. This is I think this is from Ink and Page. Think it's from Ink and Page. I can't say for definite, but I think it is. Where's me? There we go. Actually, no, this is from Ink and Page. I remember because this is one of the ones when I was running out of ink in my printer. It came out a completely different colour. It came out much pastelier. Put the other way around. So yeah, sometimes you can coordinate without using the coordinating papers. Oh, no, that ruler moved. It moved again. Let's get my scissors. Okay, that'll do. Right, so I need to seal this off. So I'm going to bring that over to the edge. We'll need to trim off. Yeah, bring that over to the edge and then I can fold it over. Cool. And I might use the next bit on the other side. I'm not worried about this being too straight because I'm going on the inside with this, I think. Or overlapping with it. You decide which side you want it to seal off. One side you want sealed, one side you don't. So, that's that way, wasn't it? Yeah. Right, before I do anything else, I'm going to glue here. No, I don't. I don't need to glue there. Don't need to glue there. What I need to do is put a bit of paper there and a bit of paper there. Okay, cool. And I'm just going to use... I might use some book page on this one. I can use book page. Yeah. Do I want to use book page? I'm going to use some of this map. Just because, colour-wise, it works really well. So I'm just going to cut off a strip of the map. Doesn't need to be too much. Yeah. I think I'll keep that dark border. So a strip of the map, I'm going to cut you down there. I can trim this off. Okay, cool. Let's do this. Right, I want that. I want it glued on here. Take the lid off. Glued on that bottom bit. And I want it hinge it, see. And we're going to bring it up a little bit up. So I'm getting rid of them curves of that window because I'm not messing about trying to go against the curves. That's just silly. There we go. Then we'll hinge this onto here. So that'll glue it onto there, and then we can hinge it up. Like so. I'm hoping you can see what I'm doing. Move me up a bit. Okay, and then what I can do is then fold that up. And now it's hinged. Yay. I've done it the wrong way. Oops. On the back. Oops. Yes, that way. I don't know what I wanted to do. Try again. Let's get rid of that glue that's on there. Don't want that. Right, try again. Hinge it that way. There we go. Just gonna put more glue in there because it's coming off already. There we go. And there as well. Yay. Now I can trim that off. Trim that excess off. Didn't do that very well. There we go. Trim that excess off. Now I can go down here with this. And yeah. I want to go across the top as well, actually, before I do. Can use my bit of that map. Just because it works so well. And I think I'll have the green there. Yeah. Just because it coordinates really well with these colours. I'm going to bring it over a little bit because it's not cut straight there. Does it matter the writing's upside down? No. No, not at all. So let's put you on there. Like so. Let's fold. Let's make sure you're flat. Get that ruler out of the way. Make sure you're flat. See, oh, I don't know if I hinged that correctly because that's going off to one side. Bring it all the way down to there. Fold it over. Well, that's not straight at all, is it? Is it? No, not at all. How did I do that? You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'll be covering it up anyway. Yeah, I'm going to cover most of it up anyway. Trim off the edges. Trim off the edges. Okay. Now, which side am I sealing? I think I'm going to seal this side. Just making sure this goes all the way down to the edge. It's a tight fit, this paper, I'll tell you that much. Okay. Fold it over the back. Just make sure that's stuck down at the, yeah. That's what I thought. That's what I thought, that didn't put enough glue on there. Fold it over to the back. There we go. There's something I probably should have done first, and that would be to have a rough, a neat edge on that one. But hey ho, it's done now. Trim off. trim off like so. Yeah, what I want to do now really is have a neat edge over here. So I said I like this one, didn't I? So I think I'm going to do that along there. Yeah. I'm going to cut it along that pink line there. Hopefully straight. Probably not. But it's going to go in the inside anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. Like so. I'm going to trim these edges off. The white off. So I don't have to worry about not having them showing. Okay. So that needs to go onto there and onto there. But it also needs to tuck it inside. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try tucking it inside first. Ooh. She says. I probably should have made that paper on the inside go out further. Do I need to trim off a micro bit? Yeah, I just need to trim off a sliver. Just a sliver. Try now. Try now. Come on. Oh. Dang it, woman. There we go. So I need to work out where I need to fold it as well. Yeah, let's put that down there. Pop that down there. All the way up to the edges. There we go. Then it should fold over now. Hopefully, what I'm going to do is fold it over on there so I can see. I don't know how it's ending up so crooked. I know I cut that along the oh, I cut the other one along the straight line. I didn't cut that one along the straight line. Okay, so I'm just going to put glue on that edge there now, and we'll fold it in. There we go. It just gives you that firmer edge there. Like that. Like I said, I should have probably put something. I should have probably cut this paper here all the way along. Let's just add. Let's just add to it, just to cover up that black and white. Or have I got any washi tape that will work there? No. No. No, not really. Nothing in them colour ranges. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, I should have brought that all the way to the edge. Let's see if I can find something. I'll cut that strip off there, which I think came from there anyway. Yeah, it did. cut off the white from the end and the white from this end. Glue that in there, and then I'll flip it back on itself or trim it down, one or the other, just to hide off that annoying black and white print. Yeah. Oh, I could have just used the back of this, couldn't I? Oh, I've done it now. Stay glue. Ooh. Yeah, if you're doing this, bring your picture all the way to the edge, so you don't have to go through this rigmarole. I covered up the black and white print, yes I have. And then let's just trim that. We'll fold it back. Let's fold it back. Let's fold it back. Okay, so there I have a belly band that's also a pocket. And what I could do is create. Let's do this. I'm just going to take another piece of this map. It's quite stiff paper, that's why I'm using this. We want it the width of that. Yeah. Just a little bit smaller than the width of that. So there. That's probably gone completely crooked, because you know what I'm like, can't cut straight like that's completely crooked. Can't cut straight like to save my life. It's fine. It's fine. Because I probably made it a bit too wide anyway. Oh wow, look how crooked that is. Look how crooked that is. Because this is quite thick paper, I can do this and do a little bit of collage on top of it. It's too long, obviously, so I need to... Oh, that's not gone straight either. Let's trim off that bit. Don't need that. Let's have a look. Is it still too long? Yes, it's still too long. Let's trim it all the way down to the map on both sides, and it should be the right length. Look. Yeah, that'll fit in there. I mean, it looks good like that, but let's add some bits to it. Let's add some bits to it. Let's see what I've got that works well. Do we just cut out bits, shall we? Yeah. Let's just cut out bits. I'll cut out a bit of that. Where's it gone? Where's my strip gone? Oh, there we are. It doesn't matter if it goes over the edge because I can cover it up I've got this, it looks quite cool. Just creating a random collage. Take a bit of this one, which was from that same paper as the flowers. I think I might actually take that. And there was some lovely words on here I can cut out. I said I'm not worried about it being too neat. Let's go you in between. That. I think I need to get rid of that white for starters. Where's that butterfly? I really like the butterfly. Where's my butterfly? There he is. Is there any way I can get? Yeah, I can get most of that butterfly on there. Let's go. Just roughly trimming around it. All these bits that I'm leaving behind, don't find my way. Just roughly trimming around for now. They're not going a bit tighter. Right, okay. I'm not even going to try and get that antenna on there because that's just silly. I mean, I could have tried. I didn't want to. I'm purposely leaving a bit of a border around the edge of it, which I could have done with it. But like I said, I could have done that with the butterfly, with the antenna. I didn't want to. So, move you up a bit. So, see how I've just made a little bit of collage there? Let's glue them down, trim them off, and shove them in, and you'll see. Glue. I buried my glue stick. Where's my glue stick? Oh, there it is. Didn't bury it, I just put it somewhere. Okay. So you can go for that up there, like that. Then that. Then that. Yep. Then this here. Just randomly putting them on. Not too worried about how perfect they are. Oh, let's do it that way. Like that. And then we'll get the butterfly going on here. And it's not going to completely fit, but that's fine, because as long as the most of it's there, that's all that matters. So we'll put that on like that. There we go. Now what we'll do is trim that edge. Oh, trim it better than that. Trim. Come on. Trim. Thank you. Then trim. Like so. That's really pretty. And that can go into the pocket like so. I can back it with paper if I want to. And it has a bit of journaling space. And it goes into that like that. So it looks gorgeous like that. And it'll stick on your page like this. So you've got the belly band and you've got a pocket with a really pretty tag that you can journal on at the back. That's that one. Let's try this one. Oh, I've got a stamp there. It's a fake stamp. Right. This one I'm going to simplify a bit more, I think. I'm thinking I can, on the inside, just do something like this and put the tape and then put a collage on it. That's what I'm thinking. So remember, don't make the mistake I made last time. Let's have it go all the way, edge to edge, and maybe flip it over the back. In fact, that's what I can do now. And do it on both sides. Simple as that. Stick that in there like that. Oh, I like that. I do actually quite like that. A really strong colour on the outside, on the inside. I'm purposely giving myself a bit of an edge there. I'm going to do the same on this side. Give myself an edge to fold over. Am I worried about the white? No. Because it's going to be on the inside and on the back. Okay. Remember, I need to trim this down anyway. Where's my page? There's my page. I need to see how long I need it. I need to take a fair bit off. Yeah, a fair bit off. Oh. Take back that much off there. I wish I could get away with just doing it on one, but I can't. Annoyingly, I can't. I have to open it up completely, but that's fine. Just back that much off this side. That should fit on the page. Oh, it's a fraction too tall still. Take a bit off. That's better, because you want to be able to have page for it to glue to. So let's start by doing this, just sticking that on there and folding it back on itself. Yeah. I'll stop burying my glue. I'm going to glue onto the brown, onto the envelope itself. So not worried about being straight because it's going to get trimmed anyway. Oh. Try not to fold the brown envelope. Right, in theory that should be right. There it is. It's come out a little bit wide, but that's fine because I'm going to wrap round, so it's good. So I'm just going to trim off the ends here. I don't need it. The white bit there and the white bit there. Good. Okay, that's done there. Now I'm going to have something collagey in the inside. That, perfect. Get over to it, just add something to it, just to give it a focus point. That little tag there works perfect. Oh. And then just cut down there and neaten it up. Oh. Straight cut, come on. Thank you. This is where I find out that I've not filmed anything, or that you can't see anything. Oh, horrendous rain coming down now. I don't know if you can hear it with my mics picking it up. Put that in the middle. What's it going to look like through the envelope? Yep, I'm happy with that. Let's glue you down. Oh, that's atrocious. Get it roughly in the middle. Yep, that'll do. That'll do. That'll do. If you can't hear that, I'll be amazed. It looks quite pretty. Now I just need to decorate the sides. I can bring that in. That'd look quite nice. Yeah, might do that. I do need to seal the bottom as well, but I'll figure that one out in a minute. So I'm not worried too much about covering up some of the bottom window, and I could, in theory, have that go over the bottom. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to cut around here, like so. Again, not worrying too much about getting it perfect. I do messy cuts, not fussy cuts. Or a bit of both, one or the other. So if I'm doing this as the bottom, it means I need to, oh, bit close on that one. I need to seal the side first because I want this on top. I don't want it hidden or half hidden. So, see how pretty that's going to look at the bottom there. So I do need the sides done first. And actually this makes my life a bit easier. I'm going to, what am I going to use? Where's that? Might use some of that up there. No, I need to use the sides. I'll use that at the top. Yeah, I'll use that at the top. I might just use this. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do 2 stripes of that. Just because I think it will look nice. And contrast well. So, let's fold you. Cut you. Should we get a straight line? Can we get a straight line? Probably not. Let's move you up a bit so I can see. There we go. I don't know how straight this was in the first place, so it doesn't matter. It's folding over. One of them. And I might take it from this end on this one. So I've got the marbly. Straight line, please. Why are you sticking? I think that's it. Right. So, and this one I'm going to have this side sealed shut, I think. Yeah. Okay. Where are you? There you are. To get it lined up with that edge as close as possible. And then that one there, and that's going to fold in on itself to give me that tough edge. This one I will need to trim down to make sure it doesn't overlap. Don't want it blocking off the window on the inside. So I need to trim that down. Should do it with a ruler. Yeah, let's do it with a ruler. Oh, maybe not. Oh, I've done it, started it now. Might as well finish. Oh, why are you catching? Oh, it's ripping there. That's fine. There we go. Oh no! There we don't go. What happened? Well, that didn't work, did it? I think it's because it was glued. Yeah, I think that's what was wrong with that. I think it was the glue. Mate, well, let's trim you off. I obviously can't have a... I just won't. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just trim you off. It's fine. I'm just not going to be able to reinforce that edge as much as I would like to have done. But hey ho. Have I done that the wrong way up? Yes. I think. Yeah. Make sure I do it right this time. Line that up, line that up, line that up. It's all lined up on that side, yeah. Let's put the glue on there. Oh, not on there. How'd that move? Line it up. Okay. Glue on there and on there. Fold you over like so. Yay. A bit more glue under there. Trim you off. Oh, look. Trim you off. Awesome. That's not been folded straight at all. That's better. It's not perfect, but it will do. It will do. Remember, we do not do perfection, because perfection is unrealistic. I do need that to fold under, so I'm gonna put the glue on, making a lovely mess of my board, and you know, it is what it is. I should have put paper underneath, I didn't. So I'm gonna line what you are. I'm gonna line you up all the way to the edge. Hopefully. Are you lined up? I think I need to go up a little bit more. More of that flower showing. I only need a little bit to fold over. Let's move you up. Let's move you up. I only need a little bit of the flower to show. The little bit to fold over. Just to seal it. There we go. That's more like it. Let's fold you over. Yay. Just that little bit. Then we'll cut that off. And then just that little bit at the top, and I'm going to use this, I think, yeah. Well, should I just use that bit? No, I like that. I like that whole flower. Hopefully we'll get most of that flower in. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not worried that it's gone over that window. I think it looks nice over that window. We'll line you up. Yeah. I glued the wrong side, that's fine. Line that up there. Line that up there. Fold it over the back. I'm not going to make the tag for inside this one because I think I've gone on way too long already. Oh, just trim that down neatly. Like so. There you go. There you've got your belly band. I can show you by taking the tag out of this one. In fact, this will probably still look good in here. There you go. So we've got two belly bands, pockets that go on your page, like so, and then the belly band, them on top and bottom, and the belly band tuck things in. And we've got the 2 peekaboo pockets. That's what I'm going to call them, peekaboo pockets. And they all fairly well coordinate. These more so. But yeah. Right, peekaboo pockets. You've got a pocket there. Peekaboo. And you make whatever you want to go in here. Like I said, if you stick it on either on 3 sides, you can have a pocket here or pocket here or pocket there. So your 2 peekaboo pockets and your 2 belly bands. I said it was a mass make. I don't work fast like other people do. So there's not much of a mass make, but these are really quite simple things you can make with your mail, whether it be junk or official. Mass make mail. Just not much mass make going on in my house. Bye-bye for now.